People who give no answers are fascist and dance on people's ashes are annoying and somewhat creepy, right? That's why I'm devoting an entire video to them. Welcome to People I Hate from Power Rangers. So, I bet you're wondering why I'm doing this. Well, there are a lot of people who just irk me from the Power Rangers shows, but some of them have their own special way of doing it. We're going to start with Power Rangers Turbo's own floating wedding gown, Demetria. Now, first thing that annoys me is that, much like another character in this video, she's no help. Well, no direct help anyways. Because she's from a planet called Inquiris, her answers always come in the form of a question. Confusing, right? So confusing, in fact, that Tommy practically tells her off in saying, "I wish Zordon was here, he always gave us the answers." Well, not exactly like that, but that's pretty much what he said. So, another thing that relates to Demetria is Divatox, and the fact that they are presumed sisters. The reason given for this is when the Z-Wave hit Divatox, she looked exactly like Demetria, minus the face veil. So that's really enough proof for me. Also in the Millennium message, she changes her voice so that she can sound exactly like Demetria, and they're played by the same actress for half the season. So, again, more than enough proof. Moving on, I want to rant about one guy who is at the top of my I hate you list. At least he was until I got so angry at him that I ripped up the list he was on. Never mind. I'm talking about Animus. Animus is the ancestor to the Wild Force Zords, and, in my opinion, is a complete ass. That's right, Animus is an ass. I really hate Animus because he's completely in the wrong. All the time. Let's start at the beginning. We meet a boy named Kite, who, in reality, is Animus's incarnated human form. Now, the little brat goes on and on and on about how humans aren't doing anything to help the environment. Now, the ozone layer is gone and no humans are good and blah, 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 blah. Really? What about animal rights groups and environmental conservation groups and all that? Did you ever put them into consideration? I think no. Why? Because you're too busy being fascist, and what do you do next? You take away the Wild Zords because the Rangers are, quote-unquote, unworthy of having them because they haven't done enough to help stop the environment from being destroyed. This ticks me off. What is worse is that when Merrick flips him off, he decides to say it was all a test to see if they were really worthy and committed to being Power Rangers. Really, Animus? Really? Like the other 30-something episodes before this wasn't enough. You have to go and do this. Animus, all I have to say to you is you suck eggs. Now, our next character, although considered a good guy, I don't think he really is. I'm talking about Alex from Power Rangers Time Force. When I think about Alex from Power Rangers Time Force, I go insane. He is the one Ranger character that I think I hate the most just because he is cruel. So here's his story. He dies right after he proposes to his girlfriend, tells her to go to the past and catch the bad guy who killed him. Then we see a shadowy, mysterious figure. Then we find out he's not dead thanks to a time flux thing. And now he's a jackass and takes away the Ranger powers from Wes. Then, after seeing what a good leader Wes is, he gives the powers back. Now, one thing that annoys me is because Alex is back, Wes backs off of Jen, and their romantic relationship flatlines. At least until the finale and Wes and the Wild Force team up. So, Alex is a love killer, and this upsets me greatly, because he doesn't allow growth in the series, and I blame him for that. But this is Power Rangers, so, you know. Not to mention he tells Wes his dad is going to die and Wes's dreams don't matter anymore because he has to take his dad's place at the company. So not only is he a love killer, but a dream killer. I'll give him one thing though, he's not a parent killer. thing. Yeah, parent killer. I say this because he saves Wes's dad by using some strange futuristic miracle technology to bring him back to life. And the first person Mr. Collins sees is Alex, although he thinks it's Wes because, well, they're each other's ancestors. Speaking of which, since they're ancestors, doesn't that make Wes Alex's great 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 grandfather or something? So if they're related, then doesn't this make Wes older, therefore more superior to Alex in some way, shape, or form? Or something? I'm sorry, but this is what I hate about Time Force and all time travel movies in general. It's the whole my brother's cousin's grandfather, 5-year-old son, is actually my dad type thing. I thought this was Power Rangers, not a bad soap opera. Oy vey. Alright, next topic. The other person who I think is no help and completely ridiculous, but sort of awesome because she completely breaks the status quo in the most kick-ass way imaginable. I am talking about Princess Shayla. I don't really hate Princess Shayla, but she's definitely worth mentioning in this, because like I said, she completely breaks the status quo, princess-wise. In a 2-part episode called The Master's Herald, Princess Shayla is about to be kidnapped by Toxica. Now, when she's grabbed, she starts kicking Toxica's ass, and then Toxica says, "You can fight?" To which our fair princess rebuts, "I'm not just a princess, I'm a guardian of the earth." Yeah. And then she kicks more ass. Really? This breaks in half. Right down the middle, the whole ideology of a damsel in distress. She is a freaking ninja. What annoys me about this is the princess gets captured a lot before this. For example, the whole thing with Zenaku. Although, she probably knew it was Merrick, so she didn't kick his ass. During those times, I wonder, why not kick ass then, though? Really? Because there was more than just Zenaku capturing her. I mean, sure, this fight was epic, but it's like, wow. You can fight and you're a princess. Really? Sorry if this sounds sexist, but really, wow! And if she's a guardian of the earth, as she says, why is she so useless in the rest of the season? She does nothing to really help the Rangers except say, "Oh, look, the water is shooting up from the little puddle of water thing. Oh my god, something's attacking the city." So really, that's it, and she gets captured and sits on her ass while the other Rangers do all the heavy lifting. That or fall into an eternal sleep. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna talk about some people who are considered bad guys, but at the same time, good guys. Our first example is Norg. You heard me. Norg the Yeti from Operation Overdrive. Don't judge. Stop it! That means you. Yes, you. Don't start with me! Okay, I'm gonna keep this part short. Norg creeps me out for several reasons beside the fact that he's pretty gross. 2 specific things creep me out. First, he suggests to turn the dead Fearcats into rugs. I don't know if this should creep me out, but the fact that he would suggest something like that and imagining what it would look like kind of scares me. Second thing is, in the same episode, Flurious puts these turbine generator things into some chillers, which are used later on the Fearcats, like I mentioned before, and the chillers explode into snow. Norg then begins to dance in what would be considered their ashes. Sure, it's snow, but it's still creepy if you think about it. Moving on, I'm going to talk about Thrax, the love child of Lord Zed and Rita. So I'm going to get done with this one quick to lessen the awkwardness of what I'm about to say. Thrax creeps me out because of the fact that he is the love child of Rita and Zed, and imagining those two getting it on is a little scary. And that's it. Admittedly, there are other people that I could cover in this video, but I won't. I'll be doing it in a different one. So catch the next segment of People from Power Rangers I Hate for more ranting fun. Bye!